My friends, this Shabbat we commence the reading of the third book of the Torah, Sefer Vayikra, the book of Leviticus. The theme of Leviticus is korbanot, the animal sacrifices brought to the tabernacle and later to the temple in Jerusalem. In the first few chapters of our Torah portion, a litany of sacrifices is mentioned, including the burnt offering, the meal offering, the peace offering, the sin offering, just to name a few. This sacrificial rite is most challenging to the sensitivities of the modern reader, and yet there was a tradition in Judaism that children were first introduced to Torah learning not with the absorbing stories of Genesis nor the dramatic events in Exodus, but they were first introduced to the dry, uninspiring laws of sacrifices. As stated in the Talmud, Rav Asi taught, just as sacrifices are pure, so too children are pure. Let the pure ones study pure things. Sadly, as a result of Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza, so many Israeli children have lost their purity and innocence to the trauma of loss, pain, and destruction. Seeing and hearing frightening news on television, bombarded by information, levels of exposure are extremely high. And many children have family members and know other people who have been injured or killed or have lost or are missing loved ones. No Israeli child has been immune to some level of anxiety, confusion, or trepidation. So why introduce children to the Torah with the book of Leviticus? Some suggest to teach children at the earliest age that sacrifice is at the very center of life. Nothing worthwhile in life is ever achieved without sacrifice. An inescapable truth that children in Israel are experiencing while suffering the devastating effects of this war, grappling with sadness, anxiety, and grief. In their retelling of the Purim story, our sages tell us that Haman's genocidal plans left Mordechai at the brink of despair, and yet it was the resilience, the optimism and hope of the children and youth of his generation that reassured Mordechai and encouraged him to work for a brighter future. As we celebrate Purim this weekend, once again it is our younger generation of Israeli soldiers, volunteers, and activists on the front lines, providing the Jewish people the strength to emerge from these difficult times against diabolical forces that are seeking our destruction. Shabbat Shalom.